Hi everyone, so it's Project Life time again, and this video is from the week of the 13th of April to the 19th. I'm actually really far behind with filming this video this week, so it's nearly 2 weeks since this week happened, but yeah, the week just gone I had such a busy week, so I've only just managed to get around to filming this, so I'm hoping I don't forget what each picture means and what I did. So yeah, I've started by laying out the photos for this week, and I'm starting doing my title card. And yeah, the bit of card on this is really wonky. I didn't cut it particularly well, and yeah, for some reason I didn't cut many of the photos particularly straight, so I think I need to start using my paper cutter for this rather than scissors. So yeah, I'm just doing my title card, so I'm using a purpley flowery washi tape for the bottom, and then at the top I'm using this pink and purpley sort of stars and moon theme. I just felt like mixing it up a little bit and having two different washi tapes. So then I'm putting some stickers on. So I found this big car. This week was quite summery, quite sunny. So I thought it fitted well with the weather we've been having. And then put just another flowery sticker on there. And then for the dates, I decided to use my pastel highlighters. I just thought it worked really well with the colours of the washi tape. And so I've written the date in the highlighter, and then I'm going to go back over it in a bit. So this first 6x4 photo is actually going to be cut down into two 3x4s because we booked a holiday this year, for this year, this week. Didn't think we'd get away in the summer this year. We're trying to save for a house, so we were putting all our spare money away into that, but got to the point where it was like, we need to sort of, you know, we've got to live in the moment, we've got to do stuff this year as well as sort of savings. So we managed to get a fairly decent deal. We're going with Jet2, just because of everything that's going on at the moment. Felt a bit safer with a package deal. So yeah, I'm going to a part of Greece I've never been to before but have wanted to go, so that's going to be exciting. So yeah, now the highlighter pen has dried, I've just gone over it in a black pen to make it stand out more. And then this photo here is a picture of me and my partner. So this was the Tuesday, and I'm going to put a sticker on there because obviously he would normally be at work on Tuesday, but he took a random spontaneous day off because he'd caught up with all his work. So we went for a nice sunny walk, which was really nice. And then we had tea and half a donut each in the garden just to sort of, yeah, we spent the day together before I had to go to work, which was really nice. And then another part of the week, I went shopping for some new clothes. I didn't intend to buy this much, but yeah, just saw loads of things that I like, and I find that tends to happen. I don't go, I go months without sort of buying new clothes, and then every so often just end up buying quite a few. So yeah, there were lots of nice bits for summer, which will be really nice. And then just in the 6x4, I'm using a cut apart from the Day in the Life collection, the April pages that says "Be awesome today," and then carrying on the purple washi tape theme. And then just to use up some of the stickers on the Day in the Life stickers selection, just put in a load of stickers to sort of fill up that white space, and just sort of highlight the thoughts on that, or the words on that really, rather than the thoughts. And then onto the second half of the week. So this is a page that's got all 3x4s. So this cut apart here was sort of the inspiration for the theme for this week, in that it says work, play, rest, repeat, and I feel like I did a lot of that. I had quite a lot of work this week, even though it was the Easter holidays, but then I managed to do some bits that I really enjoy. So that first picture, I painted my nails. I don't normally do that, I haven't painted my nails for ages, but just fancy doing like a spring colours. You can't actually see it because it's out of shot, but they're sort of a pale blue and a pale pink. Then that second picture I've just put in, I like to do this walk, and quite often we see some goats, but we hadn't seen them for months, so we thought bad things had happened to the goats, but this was the first time we'd seen them. So obviously they'd been tucked away for winter, and then they'd come back out for the spring. That journal card I'll fill in later. And then that middle picture, can't see it particularly well at the moment. That was a long walk I did along the river. I don't normally get to do that walk because I just don't have enough time normally during the day. Sort of it's a bit of a longer walk, so yeah, I not only get to do that when I have quite a bit of time, so it was nice to do it this week in the sunshine, and yeah, it's really calm and peaceful. And for this card, because it was Easter holidays, my tutoring schedule changed a bit, so a lot of my work was during the day. And again, I got, just like the previous week, I got a lot more work than I thought I would have. So I've just put in the dates and times that I worked, just to show that sort of, you know, it was a bit different to normal. And sort of like Tuesday morning, I didn't have anything till 2 o'clock, which was why I was able to spend the day with my partner. So yeah, it was nice to sort of have a bit of a different week to mix up the routine. Then on the Friday night, to celebrate our booking our holiday, there's an amazing Greek gyros place in my local town. So we got a little delivery and it was absolutely delicious. So yeah, can't wait to have real gyros in Greece. And then on the Sunday, we went to a little town near where I live called Dungeness, which is normally pretty bleak and gloomy, but because the sun was shining, we sat on the beach and had lunch, and yeah, it was really nice. So I'll leave that here and I'll see you in the next one.